Hey, I'm Jonah Fox, and in today's video, I want to teach you some blues riffs that you can use to spice up your blues playing. Now, there's 3 riffs that we're going to go over today, and they all use the blues scale. If you're not familiar with the blues scale, check out my free scale cheat sheet. You can find a free download in the description that will give you all the tabs and a guide on how to practice your scales and get them up to speed. But you really don't need to have that scale fully down to be able to play these riffs. You just need to be able to play the notes and hit those bends. So let's go start. Here is riff number 1. Here we go. Here's the first riff. We start off with 1 draw, 2 blow, 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 half-step draw bend. So the first part of this is... Okay, and then we just follow that up with a very short lick going 2 draw, 2 whole step draw bend, back to 2 draw. And you can just repeat this a whole bunch of times, and you can make some changes in that last phrase to give it a little bit more context in the course of a song. So let me just play around with it for a minute. So that's an idea on how that can be used, and you'll get a full demo towards the end of this video. I'm going to play this riff for you 3 times at various different tempos so you can get this up to speed. So here's the slowest tempo. 1, 2, 3. Here's a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. Here's full speed. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's the first riff. Let's move on to riff number 2. The second riff that I have for you today sounds like this. Okay, so that's the vibe there. And you can follow that up with maybe that 2 draw, 2 whole step draw bend, 2 draw thing from the previous one. Okay, so you can do that or use other things to kind of tag it at the end. Now, this is a mix of some notes from the blues scale and some notes are really the 5 blow from the major pentatonic scale. And when we mix these 2 scales, both major and minor at the same time, it's called modal mixture. We're mixing modes together, and a minor mode, or the Aeolian mode, and the Ionian mode, the major mode, they get mixed together and it creates this modal mixture sound, which is really great in the blues, not so great in some other genres. The reason why I'm saying this is because riffs like this are things that are really fun to play, but you don't want all of your playing to be like this because there's no contrast or distinction. You just end up playing a big second position, scale that really uses both major and minor, and all your music will end up sounding very samey. So I just want to warn you for this riff that that's something that you should use it occasionally, but when you use it all the time, I think it actually negatively affects your playing. So anyways, I'm going to try this. I'm going to walk through the tabs, and then we'll give you a couple demos here. So we start off with 4 draw, then 5 blow, 5 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 half step draw bend, 2 draw, 2 whole step draw bend, 1 draw, like this. Okay, so that's the idea. So let me go play this at 3 different tempos. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. A little faster now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. full speed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So that's the second riff. And again, you can follow that up with a bunch of different things like the, or really anything else, any other kind of lick that works well with that. So just tie that in there at the end. So that's the second riff. And again, I'll give you a full demo of using this and the other riffs in the context of an improvised song later on in this video. Let's move on to the third riff. So here's riff number 3. Take a listen. So we start off with 4 draw, then 5 draw, then 4 blow, 4 draw, 3 half-step draw bend, 2 draw, 2 whole step draw bend, 1 draw. This one is very useful. You can really use it in a lot of different contexts. And because we end on the 1 draw, you can use this, the ending part there, over a 1 chord, because that 1 draw is the 5th of a 1 chord, or that 1 draw could also be the root note of a 5 chord. So you can fit this in a couple different areas in your jam. And of course you could throw a couple other phrases in at the very end if you don't want to end there. So, you know, you could do the that we've been doing today, like. So this is something I think it's really worth picking up. So I'm going to do this 3 different speeds. Let's get started. Here's the slowest tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's a little faster now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try this even faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is the third riff. Now I want to leave you today with a demo where I use each of these 3 riffs, so go check it out.